Coming to you live from Dr. Harold Crum Memorial Field in Lexington, Massachusetts. I'm Austin. Joining me in the booth is
Brian Dota, and we have a very good game today. We've got Lexington High Minutemen going up against the Chelmsford High School Lions. It should be an exciting game today. First game under the Friday night lights. It's going to be a great time. I'm very excited, Austin.
I am very
got
excited
a good
as
game.
well.
Yeah, as you can hear outside, we got a big crowd showing up for both teams. It's going to be a great event, good turnout so far, and I have a feeling that the turnout's only going to get better throughout the night.
So kickoff is just about to happen.
Lexington has elected to receive, winning the toss. And the kick is good. A short kick. Recovered by number 14 on Lexington, Reese Scarborough. Scarborough, after getting injured in the first half of last week's game, is back. He was back in last week's game, thankfully. So hopefully his recovery has been
it's
good.
Nice to see that his injury wasn't too severe, because
wasn't
something
serious.
You never like to see a player going down.
Especially not that early in the season.
But he came back to finish that game, and he's back on the field for this game.
Here comes the snap. One man in the backfield for Lexington. Two men outside. And here comes the run. Eaten early by Chelmsford for a potential loss of yards.
That was Ahmad Hanberry on the carry. He was really he was Lexington's go-to on the ground in last week's game. After their other running back, Joseph So, went down, it was really all Hanberry.
It really was. Last week we saw a lot of Hanberry, and hopefully we'll get to see a little bit more of him. He showed really good. He had a couple of really good runs against Lynn Classical. Hopefully he can find the gap here against Chelmsford as well. And here's the snap. One man in the backfield, two men outside. Quarterback's keeping, trying to get a gain of yards, wrapped up quickly by number 52 of the Chelmsford defense. Mendez-Steven trying to get a little bit of a QB sneak going there. Ended up gaining a good amount of yards. I think 3rd and 5 is our current standing right now. Big third down here. You don't want to start the game with a 3-and-out. Lexington really wants to get this first down.
I'm interested to see what they'll do here, because we know they love to run, and sometimes they like to mix in a few short pass plays. So we'll see what they'll go to here.
One man in the backfield, two outside. It looks like they're going for a pass over the hands of number 18, Jack Marizal.
I know Mendez-Steven was pressured, but that's a throw you got to hit. He was open, and if he got that, he definitely would have had the first down and probably a gain of about 15 or 20 yards.
There was nobody near him, too. That's a tough pass, but it's the first set of downs. You got plenty of time left, only 2 minutes burned off the clock. Plenty of game left to play. Can't let yourself get too down. Got to focus on what's important. Number 8 and number 5 in the backfield for Chelmsford to receive the punt. A short punt. Recovered by number 8. And taken down just before the 50-yard line.
It looks like they had two brothers back there. Number 8, Troy Muldoon, took that punt, and next to him was number 5, his brother, Jamison Muldoon.
Huh. Funny. Brothers taking up the same position in the back in the special teams. Interesting to see. All right, let's see what Chelmsford can do with a fresh set of downs. Here's the snap for Chelmsford. Fumble early in the game Ball got loose right over the 50-yard line. I believe it was recovered by Lexington.
And
it was. What an immediate turnaround. Huge momentum play there for Lexington. I don't know what caused the fumble, but we saw it immediately. I saw the ball cough out immediately across that 50-yard line, and Lexington was able to recover very quickly and able to make huge opportunity off that.
Yeah, I'm not sure who came up with that ball for Lexington because there were a lot of players in that pile, but it's good that they had so many guys in there. They made it impossible for Chelmsford to fall on that ball.
Good heads-up play by Lexington there for sure. Now they have a fresh set of downs and really good field position, so let's see what they can do with it. Starting right at the 50-yard line. One man in the backfield, 2 men outside. One man in motion. Another quick run by Ahmad Hanberry for a gain of 2. Hanberry seems to be their go-to man on the ground, their go-to back. Second and 8 coming up here for the Lexington Minutemen. Watch Scarborough on the outside. One man in the backfield. Scarborough to the outside. Nice ball. Excellent pass. Perfectly placed right into the arms of Reese Scarborough. What a pass by Mendez Stevens.
That's something we didn't see a lot of last week. Coach Wilson trusting that arm of Mendez Stevens, and it worked to perfection on that play.
That was an absolutely beautifully placed ball. 2 defenders on Reese Scarborough, so that was the placement on that pass needed to be perfect in order for that to not have any issues. And boy, howdy, was that just an impressive throw there by Mendez Stevens. Snap quick to Ahmad Hanberry. Gain of 1 or 2 yards. Second down and goal.
Okay, this is where Lexington needs to play some power football. They're only about 2 yards away. I think it seems like they trust Ahmad Hanberry as their guy in the ground game. So let's see if they go to him here or if they try to do some sort of play-action pass. They do have Reese Scarborough lined up one-on-one on the outside.
2 men in the backfield. Oh, and Ahmad Hanberry jumps through the gap and makes it into the end zone for a Lexington Minutemen touchdown. Lexington the first to draw blood after a fumble recovery.
They handled that drive exactly the way they needed to do. They took advantage of the short field. They took all the momentum they had after that turnover, and they got in the end zone quickly. That was well done.
And the Lexington bench right now is incredibly fired up. I can hear them just yelling and hollering all the way up here, getting real excited. That's what they need. They need this kind of energy. I think that kind of energy was missing in against Lynn Classical, and now you can tell that Lexington is here to play. This is not going to be the same story that happened last week. Excellent pass leading into that touchdown by Ahmad Hanberry.
That was the key play on that drive.
Absolutely.
That gave Lexington plenty of momentum. Yeah.
Now let's see if the Lexington defense can continue to make huge plays like that.
Well, so far the Lexington defense has only been on the field for one play where they forced that fumble.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive overall, I have to say.
Yeah, a 100% turnover ratio.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. Let's hope they can keep it up. Score now is 7-0 Lexington Minutemen after the point was good. 7 minutes, 36 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Auerbach to kick it off to the two Molden brothers. Taking it upfield. Breaks across the 30-yard line. A little bit of extra effort there at the end. Troy Muldoon on that return. First and 10 at the Lions' 30-yard line. Let's see if they can make something happen. Four outside, one man in motion for Chelmsford. Man in motion is a running back, takes his direct snap from the quarterback. Taken down behind the line, but a flag on the play. This might be a potential horse collar tackle here. Looked a little high, potentially. Let's see what the call is. Looked like...
Is that a face mask on Lexington?
It seemed to be a face mask on Lexington. That would be a 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down if that's the case. That is correct. It was indeed a face mask. That is a hefty 15-yard penalty for Lexington. Not a mistake you want to be making early in this game.
Not
Hopefully
at all.
one you can correct before the second half comes around.
That was one of the main problems for Lexington in their last game, was the penalties.
A little QB keep. Oh, and he makes some yards out of it too. Flag on the play.
And the
Flag
indication
down
is
on the play. We'll see what the call is momentarily. I didn't see anything.
I didn't see anything either. Nothing stood out, at least.
Penalty appears to be on Chelmsford. Yep, holding against Chelmsford. 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down. No, excuse me, just a repeat of the down, not even a 5-yard penalty. Here comes the snap for Chelmsford. QB keep again. Brought down around the 50-yard line. Seems like Chelmsford has a very dual-threat quarterback who can really just take a direct snap and run with it if he needs to. So you have to be very careful about that. Again, another QB sneak, a little bit of a play action there into a first down by Chelmsford. Chelmsford run game really seemed to be giving Lexington some trouble. QB really good, really giving different mixed signals for the Lexington defense.
Yeah, it really is. That's number 10, Dan Craig. He's listed on the depth chart as a tight end and not a quarterback. So
Interesting.
Which shows that he is a unit. And he just showed there he's not easy to tackle.
Oh, almost. That was a risky, almost picked off pass, but luckily Chelmsford able to recover perfectly. And not only that, but get a pass. May have been out of bounds, unfortunately. So I don't know if we'll getting yards off of it, but pressure, and lucky that didn't get picked off. It was tipped away by a Lexington hand.
It looks like the call was an incomplete pass.
2nd and 10 here for Chelmsford on the 39. Another direct snap and run. Taken down in the backfield immediately. It seems like Lexington is a little bit more aware and not going to let the QB just continue to run on him as much as he'd like. Passing play, passing. Oh, but taken down. Got contact in the backfield. Interception by Lexington and some space. What an amazing play. Number two from Lexington. Russell LeBert.
I think Dan Craig needs to be smarter than that.
Yeah, that was a shovel pass forward into a crowd of blue shirts. Yeah. I don't know if that was really the right call, but
I think when you're pressured like that, you either got to throw the ball away or just take the sack.
Yeah.
Just throwing the ball into a crowd of people and hoping for the best is never a good idea.
Lexington able to capitalize on the opportunity, now starting with a fresh set of downs on their own 40-yard line. Let's see what they can make out of it. Last time Chelmsford made a mistake like this, they were able to go in for 7 points. Ahmad Hanbury with the run, short gain here.
It was a good tackle by number 33, William Walsh, one of the Chelmsford captains. Showing why he's a captain. He's a senior.
Good on both sides of the field. Ready to play aggressively and ready to show what a veteran can do for a team. 2nd down and 9 here for the Lexington Minutemen. 4 minutes, 15 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Nice little shovel pass to Ahmad Hanbury for a big gain of yards here. Huge first down, huge run by Ahmad Hanbury for at least 15 yards, I would say.
That was a good play design there by the Lexington offense. It was an option play for Mendez-Steven. He had the choice to either keep it himself, or if that wasn't there, he would pitch it out at the last minute like he did to Ahmad Hanbury, and it works for a gain of about 15 yards.
Yeah, really well-designed play there. Saw the opportunity for the route outside and ended up being able to take it quite easily. First down and 10 on the Chelmsford 45-yard line. Ooh, an immediate takedown there by Chelmsford, number 7. Michael Hennessy, a senior, another captain as well. The captains of the team really stepping up on defense right now.
I think they need to. It's not good to be down 7-0 early and to give up back-to-back turnovers. So I think Chelmsford really needs to rely on their defense to step up.
Here comes Lexington out of the huddle. 1 man in the backfield, 2 men outside. A pass option play. Oh, miscommunication there, unfortunately, between number 18, Mendez-Stevens, and Jack Marizal.
It looked like he never had his head turned around. I think Mendez-Steven wanted to go to him, but he was never ready for it. So
just a simple miscommunication there. It happens. Nothing you can do about it. You just got to work on it for the next play and not let it get to you, and not keep you from using that option in the future. Because just because he wasn't looking that time doesn't mean he's always going to be not looking for it. 3rd and 11 now. Ball on the 47-yard line of Chelmsford. Lexington waiting for the snap. 2 men outside, 1 in the backfield. Seems to be Lexington's go-to formation. Nielsen pressure in the backfield. Able to run around on the side. Ooh, but a flag on the play.
That flag came in pretty late,
That
so
was
you can
pretty late. It
only
might actually
assume
be a
unnecessary
late hit.
roughness.
Yeah, late hit. Unnecessary roughness. Defense. First down.
Wow.
That is a huge penalty there by the Chelmsford defense.
Yeah, that is especially killer right there. They had just forced the 4th down.
That
but
would have what should have been a punt is now a fresh set of downs for Lexington. That is a huge mistake for Chelmsford, and that's I get it. It's a tough game. Tensions are high, but once he's out of bounds, you just can't make that tackle on him. You can't make that late hit. Refs will call that every time. All right. From 4th down and 11, Lexington now has a fresh set of downs on the Chelmsford 27-yard line. Ahmad Hanbury forcing his way, forcing the issue. Getting a gain of 5 yards.
Tackle by number 9, Colin Reed, and number 15, Benjamin Hogan. 5-yard gain will be 2nd down and 5.
Lexington seems to take its time on offense, really let the clock run and plan out every play beforehand. We haven't seen much of a hurry-up offense come out of them. One man in motion. Direct snap to him. Ooh, but eaten up immediately is Ahmad Hanbury, number 52 at Chelmsford. That was a great tackle, read the play immediately. Now 3rd down and 4 on the 22-yard line. 55 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. We'll see if they try to get one more play in here before the quarter ends. I assume they probably will have to before delay of game comes into a play. Lexington just leaving the huddle now. Lining up 2 receivers on the outside. 1 man in the backfield. 1 man in motion. Lexington snaps the ball. QB keeps it, and unfortunately, Chelmsford had the read immediately. That was number 7, the senior again. Team captain Michael Hennessy. Forcing another 4th down situation here out of Lexington. This time, no flag to save them.
I don't see the offense leaving the field. Coach
Probably because of the end of the quarter. I don't know if they would have taken the offense off. It may have shown that they were trying to make the play, but who knows. And that is the end of the first quarter here at Dr. Harold Crum Field. After a quick side switch, we will be right back. Here we go, folks. So, second quarter getting started here at Dr. Harold Crum Memorial Field. Lexington currently up 7-0 after a fumble recovery led to a authoritative drive by Lexington with a huge play, a huge passing play by Mendez Stevens to Jack Mazarall and a touchdown by Ahmad Hanbury. We're looking for another score on this drive. 4th down and 6 for Lexington. The offense is still on the field, surprisingly enough. Oh, may have caught there's twice there. I don't know. Might be trying delay a game. Yep, flagging the play. Looked like the offense was staying out there to try and draw Chelmsford across the line, maybe get him to jump. Doesn't look like they did, but unfortunate.
So the same player on the Chelmsford team jumped twice. I believe that was number 54, Cooper Collins.
Must have not crossed the line.
Yeah, I think in that situation, when somebody jumps like that, if you're on the offense and you see a defender jump, you then have to jump across the line and touch him, because that will probably get the penalty called. I think the refs can pretty easily see who jumped first.
Mm-hmm. That would have been a big heads-up play there by Lexington to initiate the contact afterwards.
So it looks like Lexington took a timeout and not a delay of game.
They must have taken the timeout directly before they were about to get called for the delay of game penalty. Here we are, start of the second quarter. It looks like the offense is still out there. It looks like they're going to try and just go for it on 4th down. 4th and 6 on the 23-yard line. So even if it is a turnover on downs, it wouldn't be too bad. But a pass by Mendez-Stevens over the top makes it for the first down. What a conversion. To Pierce Cartier. Amazing catch there by number 10, Pierce Cartier.
Out there letting Mendez-Stevens throw the ball, and so far it's working.
Hopefully that'll allow the coaches to feel a bit more confident in letting him to throw the ball more often. Who knows, we might see Lexington rearrange their offense a little bit. They've been running the ball with Ahmad Hanbury for so often this year. We might end up seeing them incorporate more of a passing game. And a QB hold here. Pass over the top. What a huge move out of the pocket there from Mendez-Stevens. Another pass over the top. Touchdown for Reese Scarborough.
Well, this seems to be the dynamic duo on offense. Mendez-Stevens to Reese Scarborough.
And Reese Scarborough, after going down last week, hasn't misplaced a step in his game. He looks fantastic right now.
He's had 2 big catches. He's came through when it mattered the most. And he has shot this team's momentum through the roof right now.
Absolutely. So let's see Lexington go for the point after here. Looks like they're just going to be going for the one. And it is good. Lexington takes the lead 14-0 over the Chelmsford Lions. Lexington proving that they are here to play. 2 forced turnovers in the first quarter. And Chelmsford, no answer on defense for Lexington's offense yet.
This was exactly the start that Lexington was hoping to get to after their last game. I talked with Coach Wilson this morning, and he told me that after their game last Saturday against Lynn Classical, he said to the whole team that they need to raise their level of competitiveness, collectively and individually. And so far, it seems like the players have gotten that message.
Absolutely. And you could tell when they first got in today as well. You could tell that the Lexington bench was fired up immediately. After that first score, you could hear a lot of energy and a lot of emotion coming out from that bench. And that's what you want to see as a coach and as a player. It's always good to have your team surrounding you and having your team have your back like that and getting excited for one another as well. It's what the sport's all about, honestly. Auerbach kicking it off for the Lexington Minutemen once again. Muldoon brothers in the backfield, ready to kick it, ready to receive. And here comes another run. Ran right into another player on his own team. A little bit of a miscommunication, got up in the own block.
We just talked about how the Lexington team is fired up, but you know who's also fired up are the fans. That thundering noise you might have heard as the ball was being kicked off, that was not thunder, that was the student section.
The Lexington student section getting really pumped up for the first game of Friday Night Lights of the season. good reason to be excited. Lexington up 14-0, 11 minutes to go in the second quarter. Plenty of game left to play. But Lexington looking authoritative so far in this first half. We'll see if Chelmsford are able to start anything here on offense. So far, Lexington has been able to eat up most of their efforts. A keep by the QB again. Eaten up quickly by Lexington for a short gain of maybe only 2 yards.
Looks like they're going with a much more fast-paced offense. Looks like a no-huddle look. Trying to get back into this game quickly.
Oh, run right up the middle, but wrapped up nicely by a huge tackle there by number 13, Ashton Young on Lexington. What a grab there. Able to read that and just wrap himself around that runner, no problem.
Yeah, if he doesn't get that tackle there, that was number 2, David DeJesus, the ball carrier for Chelmsford. He will probably would have gotten that first down.
Yeah, he had an open field in front of him. He was ready to just open the gates and run, but luckily, Young there to make that stop. And speaking of making the stop, what a huge read on that. Again, the QB holds. Number 15 from Lexington, Alex Esposito III.
One of their captains.
Showing what experience can really mean on defense. Again, we've seen on both sides of the ball, captains really stepping it up on defense, showing what veteran experience can do for your defensive game. Able to read the plays much easier than...
Looks like there's some confusion here between the referees and the chain gang. The refs were signaling first down.
Looks like the signal is that they got the first down. Must have just been across the line. Wrapped up quickly again is number 10, the quarterback keep for Chelmsford. It seems to be a huge part of their game plan. Only passing plays we've seen from Chelmsford have been 2 almost interceptions. 1 turned into an interception. So you got to wonder if passing is really part of their game plan. And as I say that, pass over the top. Caught by number 6. Emmanuel Marshall there of the Chelmsford Lions. 3rd down and 3 to come up. As I was talking about the Chelmsford passing game not as being incorporated, I immediately get proved wrong. And that was enough for a first down there. Another QB sneak by Chelmsford.
That was a good effort there by the quarterback, Dan Craig.
Really needed to do an east to west run there. Had nothing open in front of him. Had to make his own play there.
Yeah, he knew he needed to get that first down, so he was willing to lower that shoulder to fight for it, and he got it.
Dig for those yards. Another QB hold here after the play action.
They love feeding the ball to their quarterback, Dan Craig.
It seems to be part of their main part of their offense.
Yeah, they have not really had him throw many passes.
I think the only passes we've seen, we've had 1 completion, 1 incompletion, and 1 interception.
Yeah.
So it really makes you think if Chelmsford's game plan is mostly focused on ground game. Another run here. Oh, but eaten up and, potentially contact in the backfield.
Flag comes in.
Flag down on the play.
This could potentially be a hold on Chelmsford. It looks like number 13 on Lexington got some pressure on the edge. And he looked like he was held.
Yeah, you might be right here, Austin. Yep, holding on the defense. It looks like what's going to be the call. Holding, defense, 5-yard penalty. Offense, excuse me. Thank you for the correction there. Again, a big penalty coming out of Chelmsford. You got to keep in mind that this is a penalty that previously they gave Lexington a fresh set of downs. So you got to keep in mind that, oh wow, what is this going to be? Second and long, very long it appears like. Second and about 20, 22. We've never seen Chelmsford in this kind of a deep situation yet. You got to wonder if they're going to have to incorporate more of a passing game on this.
I think they'll have to here. I think you should try for something to get some of those yards back.
Pass over the top. Oh!
That's going to be a
but
flag.
That's a flag on the play immediately. You can't make that tackle too soon. That's easily going to be called.
That was number 4, Akeem Maxwell on Lexington. Yeah, you just cannot hit a guy that early. And that was probably that's one of the easiest penalties the refs will throw all night.
Absolutely. You gotta at least wait until the ball touches his hands, or else you're just getting a defenseless receiver call immediately. Bit of a misplay there by Lexington, giving them almost all of the yards that they just lost due to that penalty. Now 2nd and 9 after what was 2nd and 21. Lexington defense looks like it's still moving around, trying to make sure they're getting the right positioning. QB keeping the ball again. Pass. Oh, wow. What a reception there by number 8. Troy Milden, another captain for the Chelmsford Lions. Excellent little toe drag along the out-of-bounds line there.
This is something that we're seeing in this game that we didn't see a lot of last game. On both sides, the captains are really stepping up and making plays, and you'd love to see it.
Absolutely. Getting to show just why they were selected to be captains. Experience and hard work. Running gain immediately wrapped up by Lexington. Gain of maybe a yard. Devin DeJesus, number 2, senior for Chelmsford, on the carry. It seems to be that their running backs primarily have been DeJesus and their quarterback.
Yeah, can't really name anybody else who has gotten a significant carry other than those two.
Quarterback immediately sees a gap and takes it. Going to be bringing down 3rd and maybe 3 yards, gain of 5.
This is another 3rd and short situation coming up for Chelmsford, and I would not be surprised if they stick to the ground game here. Even though
Again,
Lexington,
another no huddle offense too, getting right back into the play. Oh, a receiver left open for Chelmsford. Just a missed coverage there. Somebody came up to try and make sure the QB wasn't going to make a run for it, and that left him open. That's the problem with dealing with a dual-threat quarterback like we are tonight, is there's always that option. If he's out of the pocket, you can't count him out. He might just end up still being able to make that pass. 1st down and 10 on the Lexington 23. QB keeps it again for a 1st down and some change. Excellent gain there from the QB, number 10, Pierce Carter.
So far, this is looking like a pretty good response drive for Chelmsford. I mean, I don't want to speak too soon because obviously they have to finish it, but looks like their offense is finally starting to find its feet.
Certainly trying to establish themselves here, trying to get some points on the board. 5 minutes remaining here in this 1st half. And they will receive the ball starting the 2nd half. Another QB sneak up the middle, sees the gap, and that is a touchdown, Lions. Huge gaps seen by the quarterback, Dan Craig there. Chelmsford has their own crowd visiting, and they're getting excited. First points on the board for Chelmsford.
Well, that was Dan Craig, not the James Bond actor, but the Chelmsford quarterback. And they have been trusting him on the ground this whole game so far, and it looks like it's working.
And the kick after is good, meaning we have a 14-7 game here at Dr. Harold Crown Memorial Field. 5 minutes left in the second quarter in this first half. Now let's see if Chelmsford can make, let's see if Lexington can make one more drive out of these last 5 minutes.
I wouldn't be surprised if they do. This offense is already plenty fired up, and now they have an even bigger incentive to go out and get some points. Love to take a 2-score lead into the half.
Absolutely. And they have the time. If they manage this right, they could even get that 2-score lead with leaving the other team nothing on the clock, meaning they would only get their receiving from the second half. Chelmsford Special Teams is lining up now. Big return here from Lexington. Going to start about their own 30-yard line. All right, Lexington offense lining up right now. Mendez Stevens joining the men in the huddle. I'd like to see Lexington start to incorporate a little bit of hurry-up offense at this 4 minutes, 55 seconds left in the half. See what they can really do.
I think this is a perfect time for it. You know, teams run 5-minute drills, and I think if Lexington has practiced those and they have something in mind, this would be a perfect time to unleash that.
Seems like a Lexington timeout was called. Coach did not like something that was going on with the offense. Saw something, was not a fan, immediately yelling out to the team, trying to get their attention, having to take the timeout. Lexington offense lining up. Again, 2 receivers on the outside, 1 man in the backfield. Lexington's go-to. Pitch to the man in motion, Eaton in the backfield. Tough loss of yards there by Lexington.
That was William Walsh once again. Another great play by a captain. Walsh has been all over the field this game on defense.
He really has. He's been mauling these run games. He's been able to sniff them out and read them immediately, keeping Lexington from really establishing their run game that they've been doing so well recently. 4 minutes, 23 seconds remaining here in the first half of the game. Lexington seemingly still taking their time. Still in the huddle, taking their time, making sure each play is exactly what they want to be doing. Two men in the backfield. Here we go. Snap, getting ready. Here's the snap. Maud Hanbury the keep immediately. eaten up by Chelmsford. Chelmsford not letting them get any run game established at all. Chelmsford defense looking ready, looking aggressive. Having had to spend a lot of time on the field for the first half, still looking just as aggressive, just as energized as they were when they first touched the field.
I think they're going to need a stop here, so I think some energy and some strength and enthusiasm is exactly what you need.
This would be a big 3-and-out for Chelmsford. They would be able to get the ball back with at least 2:30 left on the clock, maybe 2 minutes. Enough to make something happen, potentially a field goal. Here is the snap from Lexington. Nothing, unfortunately. Mendez-Stevens looking for something downfield. Couldn't see anything. Nobody open. A big 3-and-out here for the Lexington offense.
It looks like he was ready to take a deep shot, but everything was just too well covered.
Yeah, very good coverage there by the Chelmsford defense.
And on top of all that, he went out of bounds, so the clock stopped. So Chelmsford is going to have even more time to put some points on the board before the half.
Yeah, this is not ideal circumstances here for Lexington. Chelmsford potentially could even get more points on the board now. That 2 minutes 41 seconds is plenty of time. 4th and 10. I don't see them going for it on their own 30.
I do not either. It's going to give them... I mean, Chelmsford doesn't have a lot of time, and I don't think you want to give them the chance to have a short field.
Exactly. Special teams taking the field now for Lexington. Short punt, very short punt here by Lexington. Barely gonna, not even gonna cross the 50-yard line. Really good field position here for Chelmsford.
Yeah, it really is. You know, just a moment ago we talked about how Lexington doesn't want to, they're definitely not going to go for it because they don't want to give them a short field, but I think they just did give them a short field anyway after they punted it.
Yeah, I haven't stuck my head out of the booth. I'm not sure if there's a strong wind going on tonight, but that was a very short kick. Chelmsford taking it up from the Lexington 47-yard line with 2 minutes 31 seconds remaining. Plenty of time left on the clock after having such momentum coming off the field too, after just scoring. Quarterback with the keep. Huge yard gain here for about 8. Dan Craig, the ball carrier, keeping it. Again, Dan Craig proving that he is a very strong dual-threat quarterback. Ready to make the run, ready to have passes on deck, even when he's outside of the pocket in motion. Oh, just in and out of the hands of number 5 from Chelmsford. Jamison Muldoon, the younger of the two Muldoon brothers. In and out of his hands, unfortunately. Third and 5 now from the Lexington 42.
Chelmsford has a decision to make here. Do they want to stick to the ground, which has been working so far, and hopefully pick it up? Well, looks like they're not going to do that here.
Pass, and an incomplete one at that. bringing up 4th down. Minute 51 remaining. Do you go for it or do you give it away?
Doesn't look like the offense is going anywhere.
It appears like the offense is staying on the field, so it looks like they are going to go for it. 4th and 5 on the Lexington 42. Chelmsford confidently saying that even if we do turn it over right now, we're not scoring.
Yeah, I don't totally hate this decision by them. I think their defense has been just tightening up.
Absolutely. Oh, pass downfield. Intercepted by number 9 of Lexington. An excellent pick by John Matherin, excuse me. That's 2 interceptions now by Chelmsford. Student section here for Lexington getting fired up again. A minute 38 left on the clock. Plenty of time to at least potentially get into field goal range. Lexington need to do a no-huddle, hurry-up offense here if they want to even have a chance to try and move it up the field in this amount of time. Run play by Ahmad Anberry. Short gain of about 4 yards. Wasn't able to get out of bounds there, so the clock is still running. Minute 21 seconds left to go.
Yeah, I think Lexington's got to try to pick up the pace a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Only got a minute 15 left and going back into the huddle now. I don't agree with this. They have to be running this as quickly as possible.
Yeah, that's assuming they are trying to get points before the half, because they might not be. They might not want to risk putting the ball back in Chelmsford's hands.
Potentially. Maybe going to try something downfield, potentially. See if they can't find a Hail Mary down the field for an open pass. Oh, high snap! Recovered by Lexington, but very scary there. Potential fumble into what could have been 6 points for Chelmsford. That was right by the end zone there.
It looks like Chelmsford is going to take a timeout here, which I agree with. I think that play right there killed any chances of Lexington scoring on this drive. And I mean, they're going to get their timeouts reset at the end of this half anyway, so I think it couldn't hurt to try for one last-second score.
Yeah, exactly. Especially if they're able to hold Lexington here, get some decent field positioning. .38 seconds remaining on the clock here. 14-7 Lexington is the current score.
Now, if I'm Lexington here, I'm just going to run the ball. I think it's pretty clear you're not going to get you're not going anywhere on this drive. And I think if Chelmsford,
for a quick run and then kick the ball away, try to make Chelmsford make a return. I don't think they would have enough time for anything else.
Make Chelmsford call the timeout. Don't let them get this ball back with a timeout in their pocket.
Here comes a play now from Lexington. A little bit of a shovel. Out to Ahmad Anberry.
And there is the timeout from Chelmsford, so it looks like they're going to go for something.
30 seconds still left up on the clock.
I don't blame them. The last punt by Eduardo Auerbach on Lexington did not go very far at all. It set them up at
25 yards max.
Yeah.
So this might be, if we see something similar, this might be really good field positioning for Chelmsford. Hopefully Lexington able to get it out of their own zone. Gonna be at least, I would say there's probably going to be at least 15 seconds left on the clock after Chelmsford receives the ball here.
Yeah.
more than likely.
Yeah, I think that's 15 at minimum. I mean, if they don't return the kick, which that's definitely a possibility. I think they could be looking at like 20 to 25.
Not a whole lot of time to work with, but Chelmsford are going to try and make something happen here. Kick from Lexington. Oh, flag down on the play. Better kick this time, rolling in a favorable direction for Lexington.
Now, I'm interested to see what this flag is going to be because that was thrown back where the punter was. Did they possibly run into him? Chelmsford did?
If there was contact with the kicker, isn't that an automatic first down?
I think roughing the kicker is a first down. I think running into the kicker might not be. So let's see what the refs have to say. Illegal formation on Lexington. And now,
and a roughing the punter. Those penalties are offset.
So are we going to replay the down?
One on Chelmsford, they are upset.
All right, offsetting penalties there. There was a false start by Lexington, but there was also a roughing the kicker call from Chelmsford. I believe it is just a reset on the down, and they will be kicking it off once again.
I think that's right, and that's pretty big for Lexington because they don't get to put the time back on the clock.
Yep,
So
that
now-
is 8 seconds wasted for free for Lexington.
Chelmsford penalty was running into the kicker.
The real penalty for that for Chelmsford was the time lost.
So they went from about 32 seconds to 22 seconds, and that 10 seconds, that makes a big difference with
Absolutely.
this little time left in the game, the half, excuse me.
Oh, another chipped punt, though, unfortunately, by Lexington. Very short yards. That's enough time for a play. 12 seconds left on the Lexington 25, or 35, excuse me. No, 25. This is potentially dangerous here for Lexington. They really need their defense to step up and have the utmost, care. Because
Yeah.
if there's anyone left open right now, this could be a scoring play for Chelmsford.
And I think if you're Chelmsford, I think you try to take a shot here,
At least take a shot into the end zone, probably, I would
Yeah.
say.
but take a safe shot. Don't make a dumb throw and throw your third interception of the half. Just
Absolutely.
be smart.
Smart. We'll see what the game plan is here for the Chelmsford Lions. It looks like it's going to be a passing play. Quarterback in motion, feeling the pressure. Pass over the top and a score. Unbelievable.
Oh.
Worst case scenario here for Lexington. Wow.
That was number 6, Manuel Marshall, on the catch and the touchdown. I can't believe that just happened. When Craig was rolling out, it looked like he had nothing. I was thinking he should just throw this ball away and they should take their field goal. But somehow Marshall was able to slip through that coverage and found himself wide open for the 6 points.
Yeah, that was just an impressive heads-up call there by Chelmsford. Only having 12 seconds on the clock and really being able to capitalize on every single one of those. Scoring, making it 14-14 going into this second half here for Lexington High. After such a authoritative start to the game, we're going to have to see if Lexington can recover. We'll be right back here at Dr. Harold Crum Memorial Field with the second half of this game.
Hey,
Hey,
is everything all right?
yeah, of course.
You were never a good liar.
I mean, he's finally locked up. We saved the day. I'm fine.
Sure. Just tell me what's going on.
I don't know.
You don't know what?
I don't know what to do next. Everything's different now.
Yeah, that doesn't mean you have to be.
But I am. So are you. I just wish. Have you been filming vertically the entire time? Dude, this is a movie, okay? This is cinema. It's not your sister's piano recital.
Oh.
Turn the thing sideways.
Oh.
What are you doing?
Sorry.
What's up, everybody? Tony Gonzalez here.
What's good, everybody? Derwin James here.
Michael Strahan here.
Hello,
To all my fellow Americans,
I hope you're staying safe and healthy out there.
Urging you to stay at home, take care of your family, protect yourself.
I wanted to share what I've been up to. Staying home and staying strong, baby.
We're at the end of another day here at the cousin's household. We're going a little stir crazy at the house.
As you can see, I've been socially distant from my barber for a minute now, and it's killing me.
Hanging out with the family. Been spending some real good quality time with the family, the kids, cooking meals every night.
Just spend a lot more time with my wife, who's about to have a baby.
Spend some time with some people that you love. Have a good time.
Just continue to spend time with your family, as I'm doing right now. As we're doing a puzzle, me and my daughter Joy. Say hi.
All right, we're checking on the garden.
I've been eating.
You picked some of the broccoli?
Yeah, I ate them.
Get him going. Get him hot. Get him hot. Get him hot. Get him hot. Get him hot.
I'm in the house. I'm playing video games with the boys here and there.
Playing board games, just doing talent shows, doing TikToks, dances, whatever we can do just to stay busy and have some fun.
Now my daughter has me doing all these little chores, decorating her room.
There's always a bright side, I believe, in everything, no matter what is happening. And as long as we stay together and stay strong, we'll get through it. There's no doubt about it.
I'm here in my house, where you should be, being safe. Can I get a squirt, please?
Two hands.
2 hands? Thank you.
Absolutely. These are unprecedented times, and unprecedented times call for unprecedented measures to combat that.
With all this negativity going on, you gotta laugh, you gotta be thankful for the things that you have.
And that means you gotta be creative. You gotta do things that maybe have never been done before.
Take advantage of the time away from the office and get ahead.
During this time, pick up a new hobby or pick up on some TV shows.
Obviously, this is a new routine for all of us, and that's what I've been doing. So,
Just wanted to show you what I've been up to, being at home. I can't really get out too much, so I'm trying to cook as much as possible.
Actually cooked a pizza last night. Made a pizza. Been cooking, been trying not to eat too bad. Cheat meal a week.
This is my little study area. I got my books. I'm
still trying to learn Spanish. Because I figured, you know what? If I'm going to be here for the next 30 days to 60 days, 2 months, I might as well make the most of it. I might as well get something out of it.
Do something you haven't done before. For me, I left school early, so I'm going back to school, taking some free online classes.
Stay active. I'm out here in the yard playing a little bit of volleyball. I think this is beach volleyball for like 2-year-olds for college.
I get to work out every single morning with my family in our gym.
Run in place, do some push-ups, chase your kids around.
Stay positive, Lions fans. This is a good opportunity to spend some more time with your family.
We're going to be home for a while. It looks like this is the reality. So make the most of it.
Even though that we are being distant from each other, doesn't mean that we need to ignore one another.
You miss your friends, you miss your family, just pick up that phone, FaceTime, call them, check in on everybody, see if everybody's doing good.
Let's just have each other's back.
It's so important that we all come together in this and unite as one.
I'm reminded what a strong nation we are, filled with good-hearted people.
Everything makes a difference. Everything that we do together makes a difference.
Any act of kindness or gesture of kindness goes a long, long way.
I hope you're staying safe, protecting yourselves, protecting your families, protecting the whole world.
And I wish everyone good health. Stay home, stay strong.
As an NFL community, one of the things we always do, and I can think back to even 9/11, we come up and we come through so many times and we're better for it.
We're going to get through it.
And I think the only way we get through it is we get through it together.
And I know we're going to get through this together.
Stay strong and stay safe.
But we going to be all right, baby. We going to be all right. I promise you that.
Stay home, stay strong, get creative, have some fun, enjoy the family, enjoy yourselves. All right.
The Adventures of Mr. Hart.
potato. What are you doing just sitting there? Time for the real game.
Hello, everybody. This is Al McCoy with Mr. Hart courtside, and it's a nail-biter.
Well, it looks like Slim Tim got his bell rung by Big Mac's plaque.
Frankie the Flash has the ball midcourt.
Big Max is on the attack.
It's a dribble drive, leg splitter. He's got 2 more to beat.
Oops.
He's up.
Look at that hang time.
Bang, slam. The Suns win. The Suns win. And the crowd goes bananas.
Don't be a spud. Exercise.
Mom, Dad, let's talk.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to Dr. Harold Crum Memorial Field. We've got the student section in a whiteout going nuts. The players have just taken the field back, and we're ready to get started with this second half here at Lexington High School Field. 14-14 is the score right now. Chelmsford showing an impressive show just to get into that end zone with 12 seconds remaining in that first half.
Yeah, it was an impressive response by Chelmsford. They went down 14-0 early, and it looks like the game might start to get ugly for them, but they came right back into it, and now we're here.
And it's essentially a tie. It's a new ball game with only one half, essentially. Starting the game again at 0-0.
Yeah, Lexington, they need to tighten up some of those loose screws. They had a bad snap on their last drive of the half that cost them 20 yards, and then a short punt, which gave Chelmsford great field position.
Again, and we have Chelmsford receiving the ball to start the second half. Lexington received in the first. So not only does Chelmsford get the opportunity to potentially score in their first drive after scoring very late into the first half. And here's the kick. And got it. Quick run by number 6, Daniel Marshall. There for Chelmsford. Good opening gain for about 30.
Okay, so Dan Craig is coming back out here. I think it had to have been one of the things that Lexington discussed during halftime is how do they slow him down. But if you're Chelmsford, I think until it's made clear that Lexington has found an answer for him, I don't think you go away from what's been working so far.
Absolutely, yeah. It's really been showing that this dual threat quarterback has been a huge issue for the Lexington defense. Having to always keep in mind that if he's in motion, he's still a threat to pass or to run. It's really tough to deal with, and here's a huge run up the middle from him as well. Again, Chelmsford saying, you got to stop me, essentially. Dan Craig ready to just say, hey, I'm going to keep running the ball down your throat until you stop me. A bit of a high snap, but he's taking it directly and running with it again is Dan Craig. This seems to be a complete staple in the Chelmsford offense is this QB sneak. It's been their almost go-to for most of the game thus far.
Yeah, and again, it's been working, so I don't see why they would go away from it.
Exactly.
I think if you mix in a few play-action passes, I think then you got an offense that's going to be really difficult to stop.
Speaking of a play-action pass, right over the top, nobody near him. That's easily going to be a touchdown, Chelmsford. You were just saying it as it happened, Austin. I'm sitting next to Nostradamus. That was immediate.
Manuel Marshall, his second. He had the touchdown before the half. So he's picking up right where he left off.
Chelmsford maintaining the momentum that they got at the end of that half, directly taking it into this, not even 2 minutes off of the clock yet from the Lexington side, and be able to just run it up the field. No stop there by Lexington D. Chelmsford seems to be finding their rhythm, unfortunately, for Lexington. Let's see if Lexington get out here and reestablish themselves on offense. 21-14 lead for the Chelmsford Lions. Lexington boys discussing it in the huddle.
I think they got to go back to what they were doing earlier in the game. That stuff was clearly working, and I'm not sure if they just decided to go away from it or if Chelmsford figured out a way to stop it, but I think what they were doing earlier, that was the ideal way to run an offense. They were able to march down the field twice with very little resistance, and they found the end zone both times.
Yeah, it would be really nice to see them be able to establish their passing game again. I feel like after a while, they kind of got dissuaded from the passing game there because the coverage from Chelmsford just looked good, but that can't dissuade you from using some of your strongest options. Scarborough and Mazeral in the backfield to return. Gonna let it go into the end zone for a touchback. Ball will start on their own 25. Good kick from the Lexington kicking team there.
Yeah, I think that was one of the first touchbacks we've seen all season.
Got the Lexington student crowd. Huge turnout tonight. First game for Friday Night Lights. Hopefully the 12th man for the Lexington High School will be able to rally their team.
Well, they're going to need it right now.
Absolutely. Now is a huge drive. 10:45 remaining on the clock. Down by a score, but down by 7. One man in the backfield, 2 on the outside. Odd Hanbury with the run again. Oh no, another fumble.
And
we'll see what it was called. Was it called down?
I think either he was down or the ball went out of bounds because, yep, it looks like Lexington's going to keep it.
Yeah, Lexington will keep it here. I believe that it must have been a fumble after the play was called dead.
Yeah, because the clock is running right now, so that's probably right. Would have stopped if it went out of bounds.
Exactly. So it's going to be 2nd and 7 here for Lexington. Hanbury in the backfield. Scarborough lined up on the outside. QB holds. Not much room. Mendez-Steven with the carry.
Oh, this Chelmsford defense has gotten really good at sniffing out those run plays. There was pressure on that play from number 9, Colin Reed, and number 52, Joseph Mitri. And Mitri is one of those guys who we've seen all over the place on the field on the defensive side of things.
Really a dominant force on the defensive end for Chelmsford. I've really seen him just wrapping up and sniffing out most of the Lexington run plays thus far, starting at the beginning of the second quarter. It took him a little bit to get a read on his opponent, but now they have the read. Let's see how Lexington adapts.
This is a big 3rd and 5 here for them.
Huge 3rd and 5. They need momentum here. They cannot afford to go 3 and out. Pass by Nelson Steven. Looks like it's going to be short.
Beautifully covered there. Number 4, Zach Allen. He read that play from the start and made the hit before he could get to that first down.
Jack Marzal, the receiver on that play. And it looks like the punting crew is going to be coming onto the field for Lexington. A tough 3-and-out. That's not what you wanted to see.
Very tough 3-and-out. Looks
Considering
like
Chelmsford was able to rush the ball up the field with under 2 minutes.
It looks like we have a new punter on the field for Lexington. That's number 23, Thomas Egan. I mean, just before the half got back into play, you saw him practicing with the assistant coach Mike Ing. I think after a few unsatisfying punts from Eduardo Auerbach, I don't hate this decision.
At least try something.
Now we're going to get
flag
a
on the play
and a false start on Lexington.
See, I understand trying to make someone jump across the line, but if you're ended up jumping across the line yourself, they're going to call you for that.
Yeah.
Pushing us back a little bit further now. Ball on the Lexington 29-yard line. 25, excuse me. The punt is good. We'll see if it doesn't cross the 50-yard line. Nice recovery there by Chelmsford. Good field position again here for Chelmsford.
This is a big drive for both teams right here. Lexington absolutely needs to get a stop here to give their offense some hope. And the Chelmsford offense, if they want to cement themselves as the leaders in this game, they could find the end zone here. That would help work greatly.
For sure, for sure. And you gotta be thinking as Lexington, this game started so well, we had control. How did we regain that control that we had at the start of this game? We were up 2 scores, now potentially looking at going down 2 scores. Unless they make a big stop here, Lexington defense got to find the fire that they had at the beginning of the game. Running play caught up quickly by Lexington. Number 2 for Chelmsford, Devin DeJesus.
It's really only been him and Dan Craig who have been running the ball this game. But if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Seems to be a dual threat kind of offense between the quarterback and the running back. QB keeping it here. Pass play. Another pick. Oh, in and out of his hands. I thought he had it.
I thought he did too. That was number 9, John Mather, and that would have been his second of the
pick
game.
Of the game. He seems to be having the read on the passing play for the Chelmsford offense, which is maybe the reason we see so much of the run game coming out of Chelmsford here. A little bit sketchy on their passing game. That could have been a potential 3rd interception for Lexington. Another direct snap to the QB. He's going to hold on to it. Short pass over the top. Complete to number 6. That was Manuel Marshall.
Oh, he's had 2 touchdowns this game, and I think he's making his case as the number 1 receiver on this Chelmsford offense for this game at least.
Absolutely. He seems to always find himself right where Dan Craig needs him at that certain time. As soon as he's leaving that pocket, he seems to be finding himself wide open for Craig.
Coach Wilson seemed unhappy with the official at the end of that play. I'm not sure whether he thought that Chelmsford committed a penalty or what.
Another direct snap for the quarterback. Takes it for about 4 yards. Dan Craig proving that he is an absolute monster to be held in this game. You cannot contain him until you address his running game. Second down and 9 coming up now for the Chelmsford Lions. Again, Dan Craig keeping the ball. Another short gain of possibly 4 yards. Lexington defense showing no signs of being able to stop Dan Craig.
Yeah. Credit his offensive line too. They've been doing a great job at taking out the bigger guys and giving Craig room to run and make some plays.
Yeah, the blocking this game has been phenomenal by the O-line for Chelmsford. play action there. Craig trying to keep the ball. We'll see if he was able to get it. Does not look like it. Looks like it's going to be 4th and short on the Lexington 21-yard line. Looks like they're going for it here on 4th down. Can't say as though I blame them. Lexington hasn't really been showing signs of being able to stop them for a yard.
Yeah.
Most of their runs being able to get at least 2 or 3.
I think this is definitely the right call here.
Snap directly to Craig again. Almost caught up in the backfield, but breaks the tackle. Brought down, but gets the first down past the 20-yard line of the Lexington offense. Huge first down there for Chelmsford. Difference between a potential touchdown and a field goal. Dan Craig, only a junior, too. Got another year of this menace being on the high school field. Chelmsford truly showing to be a unit of a team.
Yeah, this ground game, Lexington has had a hard time all game stopping it. And they are eating up a lot of the clock here, and they're also getting down the field.
Yeah, they've been in possession of the ball for the most of this third quarter here. Only 4 minutes remaining left. Low snap for Craig, able to recover it to number 2, the running back, Devin DeJesus, for a short gain of only a yard.
This is where Lexington needs to get a stop. It's 3rd and long here.
Big momentum changer for Lexington if they're able to get this stop. But again, I don't know if they're going to even dissuade Chelmsford from going on it on 4th down.
Yeah, I think that all depends on how many yards they get here.
Big down coming up for Lexington. The set, the snap. Pressure in the backfield. Opening for Craig. Able to break a couple of tackles and get some yards after contact there. Impressive run by Craig, but was he able to get the first down?
It looks like he's going to be about.
He was not. Looks like they're going to mark him just shy of about a yard. Coming up on 4th down and 2nd here. Or 4th down and 2, I should say.
Well, the offense isn't going anywhere.
Nope, offense is staying right on the field. And it looks like he was able to cross that line, too. Dan Craig just forcing his way up the gut. First down for Chelmsford. Huge momentum gainer right there. Fresh set of downs with only 4 yards left to go. Dan Craig taken down in the backfield. Number 63, the junior Ryan Ward on that tackle. Or excuse me, number 63, Billy Markland for Lexington Minutemen.
2nd and goal, the ball is on the 4-yard line.
2 minutes remaining here in the third. Dan Craig, the keeper, and able to evade the tackle and make it into the end zone for a touchdown. Dan Craig, the carrier. Touchdown, Chelmsford Lions.
Well, that was about as close to perfect as you can get for a drive right there. They just marched down the field. It seems like they never had a bad play, and they ended up walking into the end zone. And
chewing up an immense amount of clock. I believe they chewed up about 8 minutes there on that drive.
And now they're up by 2 scores. They are probably about to get their 28th unanswered point right here.
That is an impressive showing from Chelmsford. Going down 14 at the start of this game, but the momentum has been squarely in their corner since the second half of the second quarter. 28-14, Chelmsford Lions leading the Lexington Minutemen. Lexington got to figure something out and turn this momentum around.
They really do. The momentum has completely shifted from where it was at the beginning. At first it was all on Lexington's side, and now it's completely all on Chelmsford's side.
Lexington bench doesn't seem as into the game now. Doesn't seem as fired up as they were at the start of the game either. Got to work on trying to get everyone involved. 12th man is an important factor here. And just because the momentum isn't in your corner at the moment doesn't mean you can just let it stay outside of your corner. You got to try and force your way back into the position of power in this game. A minute 52 remaining left in this third quarter. Lexington to receive the ball. Scarborough in the backfield, as well as John Matherin. And the kick is good to Matherin, who will return it. Not much help there for Matherin. Block are there. Ball will be marked right about the Lexington 20-yard line.
Well, I think this is really do or die for Lexington here. They have about 14 minutes left in the game when you account for the 12 minutes in the fourth quarter. And I think at this point, anything less than a touchdown would not be good enough.
Unacceptable. Yeah, you need a touchdown here. You need to not only do you need a touchdown, you need to do this. You need this drive to be a momentum, quick, fast-paced drive in order to be able to give yourself enough time to stop Chelmsford and potentially even have to go in again if they're unable to stop him. Quarterback keep on that play for a gain of 3 yards. Lexington sticking to this huddle again. They seem to be very dedicated to this slow play, kind of slow-paced game. I'd really like to see them start and try and incorporate some kind of a hurry-up offense.
Yeah, Chelmsford has been doing that all game, and it's been working for them.
It's been what's able to keep this momentum squarely in their corner. Mendez Stevens in the pocket with time, but nobody there. Scarborough a few steps behind.
That was
well covered.
More of a throwaway pass right there. His intended receiver was number 18, Jack Mazerall. They tried to do that little swing out pass that they did earlier in the game, but once he saw that Chelmsford had that covered, he realized he had nobody, so he intentionally overthrew that ball to Scarborough.
Rather get it out of the way than in harm's way. 52 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. 3rd and 7 here for Lexington. Huge third down again. Cannot allow themselves to go 3 and out for a second time. Snap here for Lexington. Mendez Steven, pressure in the backfield. A lot of pressure in the backfield. Tackled out of bounds.
That was William Walsh, the captain, who got to him with that pressure, and we've seen him make a lot of great plays this game. He's been one of the many guys on this Chelmsford defense who really stepped up since they went down by 14.
Absolutely. He's been a huge proponent of being able to swing this momentum back into Chelmsford favor. Another 4th down scenario here for Lexington. But the offense is staying on the field. 4th and 1. Oh. Down 2 scores. 43 seconds left in this quarter. You got to go for something.
Yeah, I mean, they're pretty far on their own side of the field, but
this is a risk they have to be willing to take. This late in the game, I don't think they have much of a choice. Ahmad Ambury. Is he able to get across that line? Did he have the forward momentum he needed to get across that line?
It's gonna be close.
It looks like he did. looks like they're giving it to him.
And they are.
First down for Lexington. Huge first down.
Huge. That could have potentially been the game if they didn't get that.
Absolutely. If they had gone out 3 and out again, that would have been a huge just momentum killer there for Lexington.
Would have been almost a guaranteed score for Chelmsford, whether it's a touchdown or a field goal.
Yeah,
and
very short field.
That would have put the game away.
Sure. Lexington probably going to run out the clock or maybe try to get one play in beforehand. 3 seconds, 2, 1. Got one play in before the last play of the third quarter. Is a pass over the top, complete to Scarborough. Reese Scarborough bringing in that catch will bring up the end of the third quarter. Chelmsford leading Lexington 28-14.
You can see Coach Wilson and his assistant coach Mike Ing are having a. Oh, are we off? Oh,
yeah, having a conversation.
Having a talk with their offense because they're gonna need to make some plays this quarter. They're gonna need to find the end zone here, and then if their defense can get a stop,
make a big stop, exactly.
Yeah, that's another part of it.
Tough mountain to climb for Lexington, but if they are able to do it, they will be quite the game, quite the impressive feat. And with the momentum they had in this first quarter of the game, I definitely think they can do it.
Yeah, they showed us early on that they are capable of they can run a good offense.
Absolutely. It's just a matter of getting that momentum squarely back in their corner.
They just got first downs on back-to-back plays, so maybe it's starting to build up again.
We can hope. Lexington trying to reestablish themselves in this game here. First play of the fourth quarter. 12 minutes remaining in this game. A little bit of a play action there. Oh, incomplete. Out of bounds, unfortunately. Second and 10 here for Lexington. Lexington sticking to this slow, calculated style of play that they've been sticking to all game. See if they can make this work for them. Trying to get the kids riled up and the mascot in the crowd. We've got a passing play. In and out of the hands, unfortunately, of Jack Mazerall. Third and 10 here for Lexington. Tough break.
Well, this is another big third down. I think
huge third down. Absolutely.
Every third down for Lexington at this point is a big one. You cannot afford to give the ball back after you come up empty-handed.
Chelmsford defense has been forcing them into these situations. Mendez-Stevens trying to establish the offense back in this game. Snap. Stevens looking deep. Pressure in the backfield. A lot of pressure in the backfield. Gets eaten up, unfortunately. Sacked behind the line. That's going to force a punt out of Lexington.
That was number 7, Michael Hennessy. Another instance of a captain making a great play. We've seen a lot of those this game.
Captains from both teams really stepping it up. An unfortunate fourth down situation here for Lexington, having to punt it off. 4th and 16, not even an option to try and go for it late. Good kick. Returning the punt is number 6 for Chelmsford, getting a decent amount of field for it. Flag down on the play.
Oh, on punt and kick returns, whenever there's a flag, it's usually on the return team for either holding or maybe a block in the back. So we'll see if that's the case here.
Chelmsford will have a first and 10, and the ball will be placed. There's a flag on that play.
So a personal foul on Chelmsford is the call.
So that, what was a fairly large run back after the punt, is now going to be coming back. Going to be starting on the Lexington 30. Excuse me, on the Chelmsford 30-yard line. Lexington defense really needs to step up here.
Yeah, they do. I think any form of points, whether it's a field goal or touchdown, will put them out of the game at this point. Because their offense is going to need to get the ball 3 times if that happens. Plus, I mean, well, minus the time that
Dan Craig, huge run up the gut here. Finding space, breaking tackles. Incredible athleticism coming out of here, coming out from Dan Craig. Just being able to dodge tackles, weaving through the defenders there. And able to get out of bounds as well at the end of that. Excuse me, he was not.
He has really stepped up this game. He's been the leader of this team. He's only a junior, so he's not really the oldest guy, not the most experienced guy, but he has proved that he is impossible to stop.
Absolutely, showing that he has an authoritative leadership position on this team and is able to incorporate not only himself, but everyone involved in the team. Again, just weaving his way through the receivers there. Another QB carry. Lexington seemingly having no answers for Dan Craig.
And that was another good job there by his offensive line. They gave him a gaping hole to run through. They're making his job much easier. You know, offensive linemen do not get nearly enough credit as they deserve.
Absolutely. They've been able to keep Lexington defense away from their quarterback this entire game, and that's given him not only the opportunity to pass when need be, but plenty of time to find an open gap. Keeping the pressure off the quarterback is such a huge, important role in this game. 9 minutes remaining coming up here in this fourth quarter. 28-14, Chelmsford Lions. Dan Craig lining up with one man in the backfield. Play action. Shovel pass over the top. Received by number 6. That was what looked like a risky pass, but brought down by Manuel Marshall.
This connection between Craig and Marshall, that's another thing that Lexington's defense can't stop.
Yeah, again, these out of the pocket shovel passes by Dan Craig has just been ludicrous.
Yeah.
He's so dual threat. You're afraid that once he's out of the pocket, he's going to start running it, and then he'll find those shovel passes downfield.
Yeah, I mean,
of course, he's gotten 3 interceptions, but when it works, it works.
Yeah, I mean, that was a very risky pass that he threw, but it's clear that he has a lot of trust in his guys to get that ball before Lexington can.
Absolutely, and that trust worked out with Manuel Marshall this time, being able to snag that ball and bring it down. This time, though, Lexington able to sniff out the run immediately and wrap him up in the backfield. 7 minutes, 30 seconds remaining here now in the fourth quarter. Dan Craig and the Chelmsford offense, not really in any rush in particular. Happy to waste clock here. Craig wrapped up. First time he's really been stopped this whole game.
Yeah.
Stopped behind the line.
Looked like a delayed carry there, maybe trying to trick the defense into thinking he was throwing it, but none of them were fooled.
No bites. Another 3rd and 11 here from Chelmsford. Huge third down for Lexington. Has to be able to make this stop.
You can hear the student section getting into it. And that's exactly what these Lexington players need right now.
Craig trying to hold on to it, but trips up in the backfield. First time that's happened in the game.
It was number 72, Ask Bitch Norhav, who made that play.
Putting pressure on first thing in the morning or first thing.
And that's big because that probably just pushed Chelmsford out of a realistic field goal range at a high school level.
Yeah, that's huge, actually. That might end up forcing a punt out of Chelmsford here, keeping all points off the board with still 6 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter, potentially giving Lexington enough time. Let's see if Lexington is able to rally here.
Looks like the Chelmsford offense is coming back out there, but it's 4th down and 20 right now. Doesn't seem like a very smart call to go for it right now.
Well, they are on the Lexington 27. They might just be saying, hey, you know what? If we can get this would be huge momentum for us. And if we don't get it, our defense has been able to stop Lexington every time. We've gotten 28 unanswered points right now. So they must be feeling incredibly confident in their defense in order to be able to do this.
This is a gutsy call by the Chelmsford offense if they go through with this.
Craig looking downfield, in motion. Throw, out of bounds. So a questionable go for it on 4th down by Chelmsford. But realistically, they weren't going to get points there either way.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah, I think
they decided, you know what, go for it. If we give them the ball back on their 27, we're confident that we're going to be able to stop them coming up the field.
Yeah. So now Lexington here, they need to get 14 points in 6 minutes. I think it's obvious here that they need to abandon their slow-paced offense.
Absolutely.
They've got to hurry this up.
This slow huddle is absolutely just killing whatever momentum they might be able to make here. And right now, obviously, clock is stopped, so you take your time now. But once this ball is snapped, you got to be working on rushing this ball up the field as quickly as you possibly can. You can't be taking these 30-second huddles every time. Mendez-Steven trying to carry.
Walsh
Short
again.
gain.
William Walsh again made that tackle.
Coach talking to Mendez-Stevens, trying to figure out their play. Stevens bringing that back to the huddle again. I don't know if they have the time for this huddle. They're wasting time right now.
Yeah, this seems very quick. Now we're going to get a timeout.
Timeout.
Is that an injury timeout? It looks like Lexington has a player down.
It looks like maybe a down player for Lexington.
Looks like number
52.
52, Mark Gainey, the senior.
One of the linemen. Looks like he was walking off the field and ended up putting his foot down wrong or something.
He looks like he's in a lot of pain.
Yeah, it does not look fun to deal with, certainly.
see Coach Wilson and Mendez-Stevens taking some time to go over the plays during this extra time that they're going to get, and it appears that Gainey is okay.
Walking himself off the field. That's good news at the very least. 2nd and 7. Clock begins running now. 5 minutes 30 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Lexington sticking to this slow huddle offense. I don't know if this is the wisest choice with only 5 minutes remaining, down 2 scores. Slow snap, too.
Oh, no.
Fumble recovered by Chelmsford.
Well,
that is...
You know, you could see the play design there for Lexington. They were trying to do a reverse. They handed the ball to Hanbury, and then they tried to flip it to number 8, Justin Yates, but it just did not work. There was a bit of a miscommunication, and Chelmsford will take that all day.
Absolutely. That's essentially Chelmsford just getting a fresh set of downs right where they left off previously. That is a tough, tough turnover by Lexington there.
Now, if Chelmsford can be smart with the clock here, which I'm sure they're trying to be, then that could essentially put the game away.
It really could. Chelmsford, if they're able to get maybe 1 or 2 first downs, could potentially chew up the rest of this clock with only 5 minutes, 6 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. 2-score lead for Chelmsford, 28-14. The window of opportunity for Lexington beginning to close. And as Craig on the carry, flag down on the play. I believe the call is going to be face masking by Lexington. I believe we caught that quickly. Face mask on the defense. 15-yard penalty. And I believe an automatic first down. That is not what you want to be happening here if you are Lexington.
You know, Lexington, so far this game, they've been pretty good with penalties, but they've committed a few bad ones when it matters the most, and that is probably the biggest example of that this game.
That was a very tough penalty when you're already low on time and opportunity to get back into this game. Dan Craig taking it out of the backfield again. Hole they saw ends up collapsing. Gain of short yards potentially.
Yep, I think Chelmsford is handling this exactly the way they should. They should be taking as much time off the clock as they can. And then if you can punch it in here, then this game is over.
Absolutely. 2nd down and 7 here for Lexington. 4 minutes, 12 seconds remaining on the clock. Taking all the time in the world here is Chelmsford. Dan Craig again trying to wrap around the outside. No dice.
It's a good read by number 50, Brandon Brulon on Lexington. But that clock is going to keep on running.
3rd and 7. And Chelmsford has shown that they are more than willing to go for it on 4th down here. So they will likely end up just using their 4th down to run as much clock as possible and potentially even try and get the score. Dan Craig hearing the call from the coach. Wasting plenty of clock here. Hike at 3 minutes, 15 seconds remaining. Craig sees an opening and gets his way into the end zone. Dan Craig, just an authoritative force in this game. Another touchdown for him. That's his 2nd run-in touchdown for the game. And after who knows how many yards of running this game.
Well, this might be one of the most dominant single-game performances we've seen all season.
Yeah, exactly. This has just been, as much as Craig has had a huge amount of support from the O-line and everyone else around him, I think it's safe to say that Craig is a dual threat offense quarterback that this league needs to be aware of. Lexington takes the extra kick is good for Chelmsford. 35-14 is the score right now. 3 minutes and 4 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Window of opportunity here for Lexington, very much so, if not closed already, in the process of closing. If you're Lexington after this game, you have to think to yourself, how did we get off to such a dominant lead, dominant performance in the first quarter, and I'd say the first half of the second quarter too. They looked very, very strong.
Yeah.
Then 35 unanswered points happened from Chelmsford, just unable to stop the absolute monster that is Dan Craig.
And I'm sitting here thinking the exact same thing, is where did they go wrong? It looks like they were going to dominate this game early on, but then it all just fell apart for them.
Yeah, momentum swung squarely into Chelmsford's corner. Primarily brought about by the captains of Chelmsford on defense and the offense of Dan Craig and his surrounding cast. Here comes the kick from Chelmsford. A short kick, out of bounds over the 25-yard line.
That flag comes in. Kickoffs can't go out of bounds, so Lexington is going to get this ball. 35 is what I heard from the official.
I believe that's right. Likely what is going to be the last drive for the Lexington Minutemen here.
Wait, now are they going to redo the kick? Because that's what it looks like the teams are setting up for. So are they going to have
it seems
Chelmsford,
like, yeah, it seems like they're going to have...
yeah, they're going to have Chelmsford move back and redo it?
Seems like it, yeah. Seems like they're going to have Chelmsford move back and kick it off at the 35. An impressive boot there by Chelmsford. Oh no, Scarborough tripping in the backfield. You hate to see it. Lexington will start their drive from their own 20-yard line. 3 minutes, 2 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. 35-14, Chelmsford leading is the score.
Let's see what Lexington can do here. I think for them to win this game or even send it to overtime, they're going to need nothing short of a miracle. And I think a win at this point seems a little unrealistic.
Seems a little far-fetched. Seems like a big ask. But Lexington trying to at least reestablish their momentum. Savage game here. Not sure what that was about, but we're right back into it. Mendez-Stevens ready to take the snap here. Quick shovel to Hanbury on the outside. Able to make some space. Able to get the first down is Ahmad Hanbury. Again, the most established runner in this established running back in this offense, trying to get some momentum back in their corner.
My question is, where was that earlier when they needed it? You know, it's nice to see that they're going somewhere with this run game, but they really needed that earlier when Chelmsford started to come back.
Absolutely. Now, with only 2 minutes, 30 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter, this is a daunting task here for Lexington. And as they commit to their huddle offense, it seems like they're just trying to keep this as close as possible. Mendez-Stevens with the ball carry. able to potentially pick up the first down here. Not sure where he stepped out. Just shy of the first down. Back into the huddle is Mendez-Stevens in the offense. Clock not running. 2 minutes, 12 seconds remaining. First and 10 at their own 44. Mendez-Stevens was able to pick up the first down there. Mendez-Stevens trying to keep the ball again, but no coverage there. Gets wrapped up early by Chelmsford. One minute, 45 seconds remaining. Lexington keeping this momentum. This appears to be the way they like to keep the pace of the game. I just don't know if this is going to be able to be consistent for them. If they have the need to be able to get the ball up the court or up the field quickly, they haven't really shown that they have that capability yet. Mendez-Stevens looking downfield. Able to find a breakaway for a first down and get out of bounds.
Looks like he didn't get out, though. Yeah, the clock. Now they stop it. The ref made the signal that the clock was running, but it looks like he might have changed his mind. Oh, now they continue to run it again.
Yep, running clock. 58 seconds remaining.
Well, I think at this point Lexington is just trying to do one good thing before they can get out of here.
Yeah, I think this is going to be an attempt for a potentially strong drive at the end. Walk out of here with something to talk about in the locker rooms. Mendez-Stevens looking downfield again. Nobody open. Pressure in the backfield. It's all the time in the world. Good block. Pass out of bounds, unfortunately. 2nd and 10 on the Lexington 34. Lexington student section able to get a full crowd. Unfortunately, Lexington was not able to pull out the win with this game. 23 seconds remaining. 35-14. Chelmsford is the score at the moment. Lexington trying to make that deficit a little bit less substantial.
I think Lexington's going to have a lot to talk about when practice comes around this week.
Absolutely.
And Coach Wilson really preached the importance of practice to me in our talk this morning, and I think he's going to have a lot to say.
Flag down on the play immediately. Mendez-Stevens making a run out of it. Who knows if this ball's coming back, though. I don't know if this flag is on the offense or the defense. 8 seconds left in the game. Timeout taken by Lexington.
So, I mean, back to what I was talking about earlier, I think you got to give credit to Chelmsford. They understood that they were down and they needed to change some things up, and they did just that. 35 unanswered points for Chelmsford, and they have a lot to be feeling good about after this game.
Absolutely. That was just an impressive second half of the game there by Chelmsford. That was a dominant performance there at the end. Lexington got off to a really good start, unable to keep that momentum in their corner, unfortunately. But final score here at Lexington Dr. Harold Crum Memorial Field is 35 Chelmsford, 14 Lexington. First game under the Friday night lights.
Well, it didn't go Lexington's way, but I think, as I said, they're going to have a lot to talk about when practice comes around, and They have a bye next week, and then the week after that,
an away game.
They're back at home.
Oh. One play remaining with no time left on the clock.
Going to do an untimed down thanks to that pass interference on the last play. So Lexington's got one last chance.
One last chance to make it into the end zone. Hopefully able to make this opportunity count. Mendez Stevens looking into the end zone. Able to connect. Number 18, Jack Marizal. Oh, was that? Oh, that was number 10, Pierce Cater.
Well, there was that one good thing we were talking about.
Able to have something positive to talk about going into the locker room next week. Final score of the game going to be 35 Chelmsford, 20 Lexington. An impressive showing by Lexington, but an even more second half by Chelmsford, unfortunately. And that'll bring up the end of the game here at Dr. Harold Crum Memorial Field.